I welcome you to this table of love, and I invite you to light a candle for peace within the heart of every child of God, children who are hurting in this beautiful world and who need the support of others like ourselves who can send them love, light, and blessing. And I would like to read to you, before we begin, a beautiful prayer from the Hebrew prayer book. Blessed art thou, O Lord our God, King of the universe, who makest the bands of sleep to fall upon mine eyes, and slumber upon my eyelids. May it be thy will, O Lord my God, and God of my fathers, to suffer me to lie down in peace, and to let me rise up again in peace. Let not my thoughts trouble me, nor evil dreams, nor evil fancies, but let my rest be perfect before thee. Blessed art thou, O Lord, who givest light to the whole world in thy glory. And I would like to begin with a beautiful reflection from His Holiness the Dalai Lama. And it's on the role of religion. Western civilizations these days place great importance on filling the human brain with knowledge. But no one seems to care about filling the human heart with compassion. This is what the real role of religion is: to reach out to every heart and empower them embrace compassion. So let us be still as we come to this place where we gather around this table of love, where we break bread together, and in that breaking of bread, dismantle hostility, disrespect, lack of forgiveness, intolerance, injustice, and coming to the beautiful little book of peace, Finding the Spirit in the Busy World by Mother Teresa of Calcutta. This is what she says: faith is a gift of God. It is God's wish that we all grow in our faith. It is important to gain self-knowledge as part of spiritual growth. To know yourself and believe in yourself means you can know and believe in God. Knowledge of yourself produces humility, and knowledge of God produces love. Let us just relax for a moment. Let us be still in the silence of our sacred oasis as we just bring to mind the words I have shared with you. Let us just ponder them and allow the Spirit of God speak to us. Be still. Be still. Be still, my soul. Be still. And in our stillness, let us be mindful that we are surrounded by a myriad of spiritual beings of light who knock on the door of our heart every waking moment of our daily life. And all they ask of us is that we would be willing participants to listen to the voice of the Supreme, the voice of Allah, Jehovah Yahweh, the I Am Presence. What is your God saying to you now? What do you sense in your heart as you sit there relaxed, at peace, devoid of fear? What is your heart saying to you? Embrace your heart. It is the gift of love to every child of God to enter the heart and experience the healing touch of God. Be still, and in that stillness, know the love of God. Know the love of your God. And as you relax, I would like you to focus on your in-breath. And as you breathe in now, hold it. And in your out-breath, release any tension or fear and give it to Mother Earth and relax. And in your next in-breath, be aware that you are loved. Now hold it. And in your out-breath, release, embrace, be still, relax. Be aware of how you're sat. Are you comfortable? Ensure your feet are touching the sacred earth, the floor where you are. Be aware of your hands, your sacred hands. Allow them to remain open, facing heavenward, to receive the gift of a beloved God who desperately wants to touch each child of God by reawakening within them their inner divinity, that they, as a child of God, are co-creators of the divine. And as we continue to breathe to the rhythm of our breathing, we become aware that all around us are beings of love, beings of light, drawing us to a place of beauty. Sense that peace. Embrace that peace. And now become that peace. Allow the very breath of your God-Goddess infuse that peace with a wisdom that will allow you speak wise words to those who are troubled, to those who are in need, to those who are hurting. Relax now. And be mindful at this table of love. It is a table of light. It is the table of God. And every child of God is welcome to this table. Of different faiths, colors and creeds, lifestyle choices, disabled and able-bodied, all are welcome to this table of love. And as you take your place, just be mindful of who you are. That you are a child of God, a child who is loved. And you may wish to recite your mantra. And the mantra I share with you, I am a child of God. I am light divine. And I came into this incarnation whole, perfect, and complete. Be still. Be still in the presence of God. And allow the healing energies of your God touch you now and set you free. Relax. Relax in the knowledge that yes, you are loved. And as you sit at this table, one of the wise ones speaks to you about a moment of contemplation, the first call of creation through God's voice when he said, "And let there be light." Silence contains light, although not the type of light you see. Silence is thick with the light of the divine. This light seduced and continues to seduce mystics. A direct encounter with this light is a direct encounter with God. Through encounters with this light comes illumination, the experience of being absorbed into divine consciousness and then return to earth. You seek silence, solitude, tranquility, and resolution to difficulties, not just because that seems a more natural and healthy way to be. You are drawn to the silence because inner silence and calm are seductive. You may tell yourself that you have to get away from all your stress, or that you need your own space in order to think through the problems of the day. But the truth is that you want to stop thinking. Period. So be still in the knowledge that you are loved. Be still in the knowledge that you are still a child of God, and that no one has the right to take that from you. No one has the right to rape your divinity. So come home to your heart. Embrace the divine and experience the healing touch of God. Experience that love. For that love is unique. That love is real, like the nose on your face. And the only thing stopping you from experiencing that love is you. And the way to access it is to bypass your stubborn heart and be willing to surrender your heart to your inner truth. That is, that you are a child of light. And that light is divine. That light is God. That craving for silence, that desire to be alone and quiet for even a few minutes, is a soul need. The soul needs silence, because silence is the sister of the divine. Quiet does not satisfy the soul, only silence does. You can begin to find this silence in your interior castle, where God fills the soul with a sense of silence, beyond quiet, beyond peace. There God stills your mind, your body, and your emotions in a state of silent prayer that the great Teresa of Avila called the prayer of quiet. Visualize taking a step from your everyday world onto the beginning of the drawbridge of your castle. Stop there for a moment and reflect on what we have shared. And what we have shared are the words inspired by God's Spirit, speaking to your heart about the need to take power back from those who've wronged you and hurt you. and power back from a lazy mind or an unwilling spirit that procrastinates whether I should surrender my heart to a loving God. Is your heart being guided to surrender all that you are as a child of the Beloved to the Beloved? Then if it is, surrender to love. Surrender your heart to love. Surrender your heart to peace. For that is why we're here, as the luminaries of peace, to become ambassadors of peace. But how can we become ambassadors of peace if we are in denial of who we truly are? If our lives are racked in drama and crisis and fear, how can we possibly be used by God to be an ambassador of peace? Fear is an embarrassment to God. And yet many are driven by fear. Fear of living in this world where there is so much insecurity and where the media has become the false God, feeding the mind with fear, war, trouble. Let us remind ourselves we are in this world passing through. We are not permanent residents. We are passing through. And around this table, Christ is present. The cosmic Christ is present. And on either side of him are the great spiritual teachers, the Lord Buddha, Vishnu, Ganesh, Krishna, Sri Chinmoy, Francis of Assisi, Corrie ten Boom, Martin Luther King, Gandhi, Osho, Rumi, Mia Baba. And they bring an energy, a selfless light infused by love. And they wish to share that love with you. But they know that some are reluctant to let go because they're afraid of love. They're afraid to be loved. And they are afraid to love. Let us allow the love of the cosmic Christ touch you now. Let the love of your soul be willing to trust your heart and surrender all that you are as a child of God. Be still now. Be still. the stillness, look across the table. Who do you see? You see the cosmic Christ sat in the middle of the great spiritual teachers who walk this earth. And he's looking at you. He's calling you. He's inviting you to surrender. To surrender your heart. Though battle-weary it may be, to surrender it to love. So surrender it. And in that surrender, you will be given a key to unlock your soul's DNA and embrace all that you are as a beloved of God. Are you willing to take that key? The choice is yours. For there is no intimidation, no unnecessary stress, no demands on your heart from the Christ, only love. So relax in that love and remember, with each minute of each hour of each day, what you're experiencing here is the energies of love flowing into your heart, your teacher. Embrace that love, for it is divine love, and it calls you by name. Come, come, my beloved.